And they will take a knee here.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. To return is Roberts. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
45, 45. Mike, 45. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they will take a knee here. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
First and goal.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Winston now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
It's third down and goal from the 5-yard line.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. To the air again with Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Complete to
Jordan Reed in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
Complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 40. It's been a long day for you. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Slant pass to Boyd. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Mike, 45. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Again, Herbert This will be caught at about the 5. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes the score Bears 16. Falcons 14.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Winston. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 7. Now a carry for Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He completes it right side to White. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Here's Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Winston, he will keep it. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. Doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long, it's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Now Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Herbert now to throw. Flushed out right. Herbert has it knocked free. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Duvernay. And the Bears are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 30, Falcons 14. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were spurred on.